I had a brand new person on the Industry Leaders Roundtable come to a meeting, and here's what they said. It's never a good time to step out of your business, but I've been able to free up headspace over the last few days to think. Interesting comment. Let me say that again. It's never a good time to step out of your business, but I've been able to free up headspace to be able to think. How often, as business owners, do you genuinely step out of your business in order to be able to think and work on the business? How often do you do that? And that's the topic for today's JT in the Raw, show 49! Show 49. JT in the Raw, show 49. Hi Angus, hi Leanne, hi Scotty, hi Eugene, hi Rebecca. How are you all this morning? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are rocking the house today. Okay, so that's the theme of the show. It's stepping out of the business to work on the business. That's what we're going to do. More on that shortly. Show 49, what's on? We got a big thank you for today. I got a shout out to people. I got the #1 tip for hyper growth in your business, and I've got a special little segment. What cheeses me off? What cheeses me off with a huge tip? Huge tip. Morning, Lukey Carlson. How are you all the way over there in the United States of America? Hope you're well, mate. Hope everything is going awesome for you at Discovery. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, and I'm going to talk about tagging on social media. So that's what cheeses me off. Okay, first up, thank you to everybody from last week's show. Show 47 has rated itself off the Richter scale, and I'm so grateful for everybody that shared it. I'm so grateful for all the questions, all the comments. Show 47 was all about making your About Us page on your website a lead generation tool. A lead generation tool on the About Us page. I got amazing feedback, great Facebook messages. I got greetings from my plane about to land. Maddie Wright, how are you? You're online, in the air, about to land. I love it. That's gold. Maddie's in the US, everybody, too. So I'm very grateful. I got Facebook messages, I got emails, and I got, I feel so pumped up that last week's show was able to really help you guys in your business, like real practical tips. So thank you. It was fantastic. Morning, Liz. If you missed show 47, just put 47 in the comments below. I'll send you the link. 47 in the comments below. I'll send you the link to be able to watch it, and you'll pick up some tips on how to reshape and rebuild your About Us page on your website so it generates your leads. By the way, between you and me, that is free. Free. Read my lips. Free lead generation activity. So if you want some of that info, let me know. Okay, I got a shout out this morning. Shout out this morning goes to Dan O'Day. Dan is from Virgin Active. In fact, he's the National Sales Manager for Virgin Active. Super busy guy. You can imagine he would be with a brand like Virgin Active here in Australia. And this week he gave up 90 minutes of his time, and that's a lot of time, to spend time with the members of the Industry Leaders Roundtable. So grateful to you, Dan, for that. That was fantastic. And the shout out to Dan is not only because of the time that he spent with us, I'm very grateful for that, but also the fact that he was so honest. He shared facts and figures around Virgin Active, his thoughts, his opinions on the fitness industry. There was no holds barred. It was unreal. Like, the guys loved it so much. So thank you, Dan. We're very grateful for that. It was just superb. He shared the strengths and the weaknesses of the Virgin Active brand, that he could see the strengths and the weaknesses of the way they've fitted out their club. Just the honesty, it was just fantastic. And I want to be able to say this. Well, it's my show, so I can say it. There was no, barroom bullshit. He just came out and told us the way it was. And for that, I'm very grateful. So thanks, Dan. You're an awesome man. Okay, so let's talk today about getting this hyper growth in your business. What does that look like? Hi, morning, Sean. Oh, Sean O'Shea, first show in the Raw. Awesome. Vici, how are you? Leechy. Oh, gosh, I'm going crazy today. Okay, I had a really honest chat with a club owner this week. They said to me, in their quiet moments, in their very quiet moments in the past few weeks, they've thought, where do I fit into this business? They love being at the operational level. They love being down there. Morning, Chantel. Morning, Pete Crawford. How you going? Where do I fit into this business? I'm the owner. I'm the leader of the business. But where do I actually fit? Because I love jumping in. I love solving problems. I love putting out fires. But where do I fit in the business? Is that where my value is? Now, I can understand why, as a leader in the business, whether you're a department manager, whether you're head of the whole business, you're the owner, whatever your role in leadership, I get the fact that you love being at that operation level. I love the fact that you love getting your hands dirty at that level. And when we do that as leaders, it makes us feel really important. It's great for our ego because we go in, there's a problem, we solve it, and we get patted on the back by the staff. They go, thank you, thank you, thank you, and it's awesome. So as a leader, I get the fact that you love getting in and doing that operational shit because it makes you feel good. It's great for your ego. And I think this is systemic in any business. It's not just a fitness business, it's any business that we love getting in and doing that stuff. But the truly successful fitness business owners or business managers or business leaders, they don't get off on that. They get off on the strategy side of things. They get off on how to build the business. Morning, Alicia. Morning, Shane. Alicia B. I went to uni with Alicia B. Everybody say, hi, Alicia B. Okay, the analogy I'd use for you guys is this. Every ship needs a rudder. Every ship needs a rudder. Every ship needs someone to steer that ship, that boat, that sailboat. Yeah, that's what we need. So, as the leader of the business, you are the one that steers that ship. You're the one that navigates. You're the one that reads the maps and tells the direction this is the boat that's going. But if it's a sailboat, you are not the person who's tendering the sails. If it's a motorboat, you're not the person that's watching the engine to make sure the engine works. You're the person that's freaking driving the boat. And that's the position you have to be in. Morning, Ciaran. Is that how you say it? It's an Irish name, C-I-A-R-A-N. Good morning. As a business leader, you must take responsibility for strategic thinking. You must take responsibility for the direction the business is heading. That's what your team are looking for you to do. Period. They're looking for direction from you. Now, it's very, very hard. I'm going to say nearly freaking impossible for you to be able to think strategically when you're racing between operational issues. You just can't do it. It's impossible. When you're neck deep in the minutiae of the operations of the business that's up to here, you can't think strategically. But I also think a lot of people don't like to think strategically. It's too hard. It's inconvenient. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. Simple as that. Alan says, Gearan. Good morning, Gearan from Ireland. So, what do we do? If we have to think strategically, if we're in charge of driving this boat, what the hell do we do then? Simple as that. Here it is. For the members, Keithy Smith, how you going all the way over there in the UK as well? For the members of the PT Roundtable or my club owners Roundtable, they have no choice. They're committed to the business and to their peers to show up every 2 months or every 4 months for a day or 2.5 days to work on the business. They're committed to that. They've committed that I need to pull out of the business, get up high and look down on the business. That's the key to having hyper growth. Now, you can do that as well. Morning, Jordan Cowan. How you going, mate? Jordan owns Anytime Clubs up in Brisbane. So we've got people from all over the planet here today. Fantastic. Now, you can make any excuse you want not to work on the business. But I think it's an excuse because working on the business is really fucking hard. It's not easy. I get that. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable. It's going to challenge your thinking. But that's your job as a leader. The easy option is to opt out. The hard option is to start working on the business. That's it. Oh, Kieron. Thanks, Alan Leach. You sent me a dud message then. Okay, so here's my challenge for you guys. Who's up for a challenge? Give me a thumbs up right now if you're up for a challenge to get hypergrowth in your business. Give me a thumbs up if you want hypergrowth in your business. Here they come. Yes, thank you. Awesome. Okay, here it is. For the next 90 days, that's 3 months. 3 months. Here it is. I want you to take every 2 weeks, I want you to take half a day, 4 hours, to work strategically on your business. I don't want you to go into the business. I want you to sit in your office. I want you to go to a cafe. I want you to walk on the beach. I don't give a shit where you go. I just want you to work on your business strategically. For me, that would be somewhere between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. in the morning. Get out every 2 weeks. Commit to it. Commit to working on your business just for the next 90 days, every 2 weeks for 4 hours. Who's up for that? Give me a thumbs up if you think you could do that. Give me a thumbs up if you reckon you could commit to 4 hours working strategically on your business. Quite simply, you do not have the bandwidth. You do not have the bandwidth in your head to slip strategic thinking in between. If you're a PT, you don't have the ability to slip into strategic thinking between 30-minute clients. You don't have the ability to jump in and start. Oh, Marissa Hoff, she's in. She said, I'm in. Awesome. You don't have the ability to be handing out locker keys at reception, strategic thinking, and then jumping in and doing a sales tour. You don't have the ability to the bandwidth to be able to do a one-on-one with a staff member, strategic thinking for 20 minutes, and then have to design a marketing piece. You can't do that shit. You just can't do it. And you're doing yourself a disservice if you try to. So, up for the challenge. Here it is. Remember, 90 days, every 2 weeks, you spend 4 hours working on the business. Who's up for it? Who reckons that would give you some growth? Who thinks that that's going to be beneficial for the business? Give me a thumbs up if you think it will. That's the education side of it. If you think anyone you know in business could get some tips out of that, please tag them. I'd be really grateful because that would actually help them improve their own business. So just put their name in the comments below and that will help them grow their business as well. Hypergrowth, perhaps. Okay. Now, here's an interesting thing about social media. When you tag someone in the comments below, like this show, you put their names in, it's because you think that they could benefit from this show. You think they can get value out of this education. You think you're helping them. You tag them because you want to help them. In other words, you want to give value to your colleagues, value to your friends, value to your Facebook buddies. That's why you tag them. That is why you tag them. You are trying to add value. And that brings me to this little segment that I have right now, which is called What Cheeses Me Off. What cheeses me off? If I'm in a pub, if I'm in a restaurant, if I'm at a conference, or anywhere else on the planet with you, one of you guys, tag me. Say that I'm with you. I'm cool with that. I love that. That's fantastic. If you see a funny cat video, a cat doing something really weird on YouTube, and you think I would find that funny, tag me, because it'll make me laugh. If you see a blog that you think would help me grow my business, tag me. If you find anything online that you think is going to add value to my life as a wannabe marathon runner, as an entrepreneur, as a fitness business person, tag me. That's awesome. I appreciate it because you are helping me. What isn't good social media etiquette is to tag me for the fucking sake of tagging me. Sorry, I swore. But it's my show. I can do what I like. This is not a rant, by the way. It's just what pisses me off. Sorry, what cheeses me off. What isn't good in social media is posting a pic on social media and tagging people. You know, one of those inspirational quote things and tagging people. Saying this is a brand new product that we're releasing in our business and tagging people that says that I was there with you when that happened. Whether you do that on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, whatever platform you're using, it's just not cool. It's not a cool way to get your message on my news feed. It's not a cool way to do it. And I'm warning you right now, it will piss people off. Not just cheese them off, it'll piss them off. But most importantly, it's bad for your brand. It is bad for your brand. It'll devalue your brand if you just tag people who have nothing to do with the product, but you're just trying to get on their news feed. It's cheap, it's nasty, crappy marketing. Don't do it. Just tag people to add value. Simple as that. That's what cheeses me off. What cheeses you off? Put it in the comments below. I bet you some people watching this, I cheese you off. So, if you've got anything that teases you off, whack it in the comments below. If you agree with like random indiscriminate tagging, tell me. Put that down there as well. Love to know. Okay, what's on this week for me? This week starts massive for me. Today at 10 o'clock I've got an exclusive Q&A for the active management members. So if you're a member, I'll see you at 10 o'clock for Facebook Live, where I will answer the questions you've been posting to me over the last couple of weeks. That's like having, at your fingertips, me as a consultant coming in and helping you out. So I've got some great questions. Morning Debs, morning Chris. Thanks for sharing the show, Chris. I appreciate that. And then the Savo, I've got coaching clients from 11:30 right through to 4:30 on the hour every hour, coaching those clients on their business. So I'm pretty excited about that. They've all done their pre-coaching forms, so I know what we're talking on, and that's going to be pretty exciting. Next week, I'm off to Melbourne. I'm going to Melbourne on Wednesday for Thursday to work with some employed personal trainers in an Anytime Fitness Club. So I'm going down there to work with them on being more likable as personal trainers so that people buy personal training as opposed to being sold personal training. People look at them and go, hey, I want to train with them. That's what I'm working on, as opposed to them walking up to people and going, would you like to train with me? Interesting model, isn't it? Going to do that next week. And of course, next week, Alicia and I are still working on Membership 3.0 that we're going to roll out in the next 14 to 21 days. That is going to rock the socks off the active management members. So we've got a little bit of work to do on that. It's pretty exciting. And I think, Chantel, are you still on the show? If you are, I think I'm also a guest next week on the Fitness Business Podcast. So you can get overload of JT if you want. Sorry about that. But if you want to jump on to the Fitness Business Podcast next week, I think I'm the guest. I'm not sure. Okay. So, pretty big show today. Thank you so much. Had a lot of people tune in live today. I really appreciate you guys giving up your Friday mornings and jumping in. Thank you. Do you remember, the people that come on late, do you remember what the challenge is? Do you remember what the challenge is? The challenge is this. Chantel's just confirmed. I am on the Fitness Business Podcast next week. Talking about, can't remember. Comes out next Wednesday. Okay. Do you remember the challenge that I set you to improve your business? Do you remember the challenge that I set for you to improve your business? It was this. Over the next 90 days, every 2 weeks, so that's going to be 6 times in 90 days, you're going to give up 4 hours to work strategically on the business. In a cafe, in your office, out on the street, don't care where, but you're working on the business. That's your goal. 6 times, 90 days, half. 4 hours. That's it. Okay. To finish off, quote of the week. You know I love this, and I know you guys love it because you tell me, you put a big thumbs up when I put this up on the post. Here it is. Quote of the week. Social media is your brand. Indiscriminate tagging devalues your brand. Follow social media etiquette and your brand will benefit. Boom! Let me say that again. Social media is your brand. Indiscriminate tagging devalues your brand. Follow social media follow social media etiquette and your brand will benefit. Hey, thanks for tuning in to JTInTheRaw Raw Show 49. Show 49. Next week, Show 50. Who would have thunk I would have got to 50 shows? Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm very grateful for you guys being part of the show. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't do this. Thank you. Grateful for sharing. I look forward to chatting to you next Friday. JTInTheRaw Show 50 next Friday. Catch you guys later. Have an awesome weekend wherever you are in the world.